bone to pick with you. A piece of art is missing after the dinner party. I know it was you, so give it back.
There's a creeper just outside my castle, so I think someone name tagged it. I think Jamie came by, name tagged the creeper, and left it right outside my base. Jamie will pay. Oh yeah, it's time to continue on working on the mini castle. I decided to use chisel and bits to really go all in on landscaping, working on cliffs and rolling hills, pixel by pixel. And I'm finding that the more pixels I place, the more it negatively influences my frame rate. I knew it was going to happen, but it's getting kind of bad over here by the cliffs. You probably can't tell as much while I'm placing them, but when I'm walking around, yeah, it's pretty obvious, and it's starting to hurt a little bit. Oh yeah, the sun's setting behind my castle and it looks so good. I did do a lot of cliff work with some grass overhangs and things like that. And that's starting to look really, really good. When I look at it, it gets a little framey. When I look away, it doesn't. So, okay, we'll keep going. Now, one of the things I also want to add to my castle is I want to add a surrounding mini village on the outside just to really give the castle scale and just make the whole thing feel like an immersive sort of miniature village. This should work out nicely. I have a couple aged copper blocks that had just been sitting around in my base for some time, so I used those for the roof, and then I actually used sand blocks chiseled for sort of the texture of the walls, and I think it works really well. Fortunately, sand pixels aren't gravity affected, so I can actually use them to build. Super nice. Now, if I'm building a little miniature village, then I probably need a little miniature farm, so I'm creating a little bit of farmland. What are these crops? I have no idea. They're 2 pixels. One is a stem and one is a bush of some sort. Use your imagination. These ones get a little bit less detail, but I think the idea of it works okay. It's just red wool that I just had sitting around from the roof on the castle, and yeah, we're making it, beetroot maybe? I don't even, tomato plants maybe? Yeah, sure. But check it out, I found an easier way to build trees en masse. Now, they're not pine trees, they're more of the deciduous thing, but by using a sphere and putting it right on top of a stem, I can come up with a pretty decent looking roughed tree. Now, I'll go in and add a couple pixels here, take a couple pixels away there, but it should work really well. And for now, after a good bit of building outside of my castle, it is starting to look really cool. But then, as I was looking at my castle, I saw something in the horizon. Yeah, Tanisha's place. And you know what? I need to take something from her. That's part of my deal with Jamie.
Tanisha's been quite the bother lately. Anyway, could you take something from her, just something that's like shiny or something nice?
Well, enough building. It's time to get back to my thieving ways. I swam across the ocean over to Tanisha's. Now, she's not online right now, but she could log in at any time. This is her normal streaming window. Now, Jamie didn't tell me what to steal, so I need to go in here and find something. I looked all over the place. I looked in the chest, and I don't know, taking something out of a chest just doesn't feel right. I thought about moving a villager. Again, not shiny, not impressive, but then it hit me. I looked up at her beautiful snow roof. That's shiny. Oh, yes. I know just what to do. I swam back across the ocean because I need to make a shovel. I will admit, Tanisha's probably going to notice that something is missing right away, so I need to hurry and get this back to Jamie before she logs on. I made my way over here. For the amount of times I have to go over to either Jamie's or Grady's, I really need to invest in a road. This is not so easy to navigate for someone my size. I left Tanisha's roof in a chest, and I put up a sign for the queen from me. This way she will know our debt is paid and we are square. However, just a few minutes later, I got a ping on Discord saying, "Hey Fix, get your butt online." Apparently, she noticed something was missing.
Excuse me? You have some explaining to do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I logged on only to notice that my roof was missing. A roof that took me about 6 hours to build. So I go on a little investigation, and what do I find? All of my roof materials inside of a chest in Grady's base.
Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing. Apparently, I don't know which house is which of my neighbors. I put Jamie's tribute in Grady's house. Look, okay, you're on to me. Okay, look. Okay, yes, I took the roof. But I took it because Jamie specifically told me to take something from you and give it to her.
Why was that? Why would she do that?
Because I took something from Jamie too. Look, it's a whole thing. Look, the roof is gone. But what I can do to make it up to you is if you want something from the server, you just say the word and I will go get it, and then we're square, and then I'm finally out of this thieving business. Deal?
Wait. How many other people have you stolen from? This seems like a you problem.
I'm just trying to stay ahead of the curve here.
Okay, well, I have two things. Firstly, are you going to put my roof back?
Well, I mean, I gave the roof to Jamie. Yes. Okay. I'll figure something. Yes. I'll fix your roof.
Okay.
I guess you don't like a beautiful starry view. Fine. No problem.
So hard. It's so hard. It took me so long. Okay. Secondly, I have a bit of a competitor. As you know, I have a blue shop, right? I sell everything blue. However, there's someone else on the server that has been selling some blue things or is going to be selling some blue things. And I don't want that. That person is Mongo. He wants to sell prismarine, like all the prismarines, but they're blue, and I need to sell those. That's mine. So, how about you take something from Mongo, maybe?
Well, it did not take long for Tanisha to catch me, unfortunately, and now I have a new theft that I need to do. I have an idea, though. Mongo's a fish, and I need to steal something from a fish that's blue. The ocean. I'm going to steal Mongo's ocean. Well, if I'm planning the greatest theft in history, I really need to do some pre-planning. I took a long look over Mongo's base, trying to just get an idea of where I can put a perimeter. The thing about it is, the ocean that surrounds Mongo's island is absolutely massive, and I can't possibly steal all of it. But I can steal the ocean that is most immediate to his base. So, okay, that'll be good for Tanisha. She'll be happy. Okay, yeah. Let's just skip ahead a long time. And just like that, a day later, Mongo's ocean is gone. The thing is, though, I like Mongo. We're friends. I don't want any hostility, so I'm going to try to make this look nice. Well, if I'm going to dress up Mongo's missing ocean a little bit nicer, I'm going to need to smelt a lot of that sand into glass, and that is going to take quite some time, especially given I have no coal. And actually, after all that mining, it's still not smelted, so I got some other work to do around here, and that is continue with my mini town. I want to add some more houses and maybe another farm to really make this place feel like a miniature village. Next, I guess I kind of need to decide how far I want to go with this village. I mean, like I said, the lag is real. I have an important decision to make. But regardless of my decision, I have to add at least one more house. You can't have two houses and call it a village. So I added a third house, and it looks really good. You know, it's funny, as tiny as I am, and I am super tiny, I kind of wish I were tinier so I could fit the scale of the village, but that's cool. It's meant to look good. I'm not going to actually live in one of these little houses. I returned back to Mongo's base with a lot of the sand that I smelted up, and it is time to make these walls, glass walls, and then later I'll take out all the sand. Yeah, it took a lot more glass than I ever predicted. While I was breaking sand, I noticed this. Yeah, that's a charge creeper in a boat. Someone was here. Someone was trying to sabotage me. I didn't do that, but I know for a fact Mongo has not been on. So that means someone in Dominion knows what I'm doing and is trying to blow me up. I'll admit I have some suspicions. Some of the rivalries are real.
Give it back.
This seems like a you problem.
I may be in a little bit of trouble here. Working very carefully around the creepers, I managed to get all the glass in, and I started texturing some of the floor here. I don't have a really set plan of exactly what I want to do, but, you know, again, I want to make it look kind of nice. Maybe ocean floor? I don't know. It doesn't feel quite right. And the more time I spent here working on that, the more I realized that I think maybe nature might be the way to go. Like, I'm talking grass, trees, maybe even crops, vines, the whole bit. Let's just go all in on the whole nature bit for this fishbowl. As I went out yet again to get more dirt again for this project, this theft is turning into a career. Not like the career of being a thief, the career of just doing singularly this one job. Truly, this is epic. Swimming back, though, I gotta say, this thing looks awesome. I mean, it looks cool from underwater, which I assume is how Mongo is gonna see it for the most part. And, you know, if you're gonna live here, this could be a lot worse. I really like it. Actually, I like it a lot. Now, last time I met up with Mongo, he was telling me about how his conduit lets him breathe out of water. So I think like having a path could actually be useful for him. So I'm going to build this path, you know, coming out from his underwater storage area that is still submerged in water out to, well, the nature fish tank area. And we're getting closer. I'm letting grass grow, and in the meantime, making trips back and forth. I wish I had shulkers, but since I don't, I just have to go back and forth between Mongo's place and my place to bring all my stuff back home. I stopped and took some time to get my skeleton grind on and get a whole bunch of bone meal to take back with me. But unfortunately, I've discovered you can't bone meal dirt, so I need to let this grass grow. So I think what I'm going to do is just AFK here for a while, go do some other things in my house, and then come back and see if it's all done. Now, it's one thing to just steal Mongo's ocean, but I was specifically requested to bring it to Tanisha, so that means I need to somehow bring her Mongo's ocean. That's going to be very, very important in just a little bit, but I need to figure out where exactly I can deliver, well, an ocean. I grabbed some of my deep slate and remaining glass, and I've decided to make a giant tank. I mean, it's going to have to be big to hold this amount of water, and, well, luckily, space is not really a problem around her base, so yeah, I'm going to build a giant ocean water tank just outside of her house. Scale is very tough to judge when you're only a few inches tall. I think this is big, but quite honestly, I don't really know. I mean, it looks big. I filled up Tanisha's brand spanking new water tank, and I hope she loves it. It certainly was a grind. Returning to my base, I feel like a job well done. She cannot possibly be mad at this. I'll tell you honestly though, I've been sitting here looking at my village and something is bothering me. You know, when Legundo pushed me around, yeah, I repaid my debt, but also I murdered him. Jamie pushed me around. I think she's gotta pay. Oh, hey Shadow.
What's going on, Fix?
Well, listen, I have heard a rumor that you are starting a new business. Dude, is that full netherite?
Yeah, it's full netherite. Getting myself prepared.
Okay, well, prepare. I guess that leads us in. Prepared for what?
That dragon fight. I don't trust those Endarian and the Dragonborn at all, so I want to be prepared.
Okay, yeah, I get that, but I thought you were maybe being more prepared for your new business venture. So I have heard a rumor that you were going into the killing business. Is that true?
Yeah, so there's a lot of tension in Dominion, and I figured why not set up a Hitman kind of a business so people can anonymously submit their hits without getting called out for it.
I actually might have a hit for you, depending on if you're open for business yet or not.
I don't mind taking on clients right away. I just don't have a place set up yet.
We can do this right here with a wink and a handshake if you don't mind. So listen, here's the thing. Jamie was quite upset that I took one of her paintings as payment for Legundo, and she demanded that I get her something. So I did, but I gotta be honest, it doesn't sit right with me that I'm sort of her errand boy. So I was thinking maybe it might bring her down to earth for a little assassination attempt.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Okay, so I guess we should discuss payment. What are you looking for?
I normally would probably deal with diamonds, but maybe I could get you to get some things from Grady.
How about if I get something of Grady's, one of his treasured possessions, and I bring it over to you?
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be great.
By the time I returned home, Shadow Mech had already gotten the achievement Master Knight. That is a sword with all possible max level enchants. Oh my goodness, it's going down next episode from Dominion SMP.
Okay, guys, so I logged in a little bit earlier and I noticed that there was something kind of suspicious going on here. I found this chest that says "For the Queen" by Fix, but I have no idea what it's for. So I don't don't know. I don't really trust this Fix guy right now, but we'll have to wait to see exactly what happens. But yeah, I guess we'll have to look a little bit further into it and ask around to get a little bit more information, because right now things are a little bit fishy. I'm not entirely sure what the heck is going on. So yeah, anyways. Wait, did I just hear something? What the heck was that? I swear I just heard something.